Hey everyone, welcome to today's podcast. Today we're talking about something really fun, how video games are made. Do you like playing video games? Have you ever wondered how people create them?
Hi, this is Christa. I love video games too, and I'm excited to talk about what happens behind the scenes. Let's learn how games go from an idea to something we can play.
But before we start, Christa, what's your favorite video game?
Well, I play World of Warcraft, and I like it because it has a huge world and lots of cool adventures. What about you?
I'm a big Fortnite fan because it's pretty fast-paced, really fun. I love the building aspect, the building mechanics, and it's cool to play with friends. But have you ever wondered how these games actually get started?
That's an interesting question, and let's explore that together.
Sounds good. Every game starts with an idea. Developers first have to ask, what kind of game should we make? Maybe a fighting game? A puzzle game? An adventure game?
Exactly. Then they start planning everything, like the story, the characters, and how the game world will look.
Right. And that sometimes gets inspired by some books or movies or real-life events or experiences. For example, it's kind of interesting in Fortnite that players compete to be the last one standing. And what's interesting is there's also a Japanese movie called Battle Royale, and that was the main idea behind that movie as well. Like they were some students on an island who were fighting to be the last student alive. And I think that was kind of arguably the game that, or the movie rather, that started that Battle Royale trend.
Oh, okay, I see.
Pretty interesting, I thought.
Right.
What's the main idea behind World of Warcraft, though, Christa?
Oh, players go on quests. That's like everyday thing. Fight monsters and explore magical places. A good story and interesting characters make the game more fun.
Oh, definitely makes it kind of relatable, interesting stories. And game creators also decide what players will actually do in the game. Like, are you building, are you fighting, are you solving puzzles, etc., etc.
Right. And they think about the setting too, whether it's in a city, space, or underwater. The setting helps make the game world feel unique.
If I created a game, I think I would probably be doing some kind of like competitive game, something fast-paced and lots of action, and also something with a high skill ceiling.
High skill ceiling, okay.
Yeah, that would be something like, for those that don't know what that means like there's lots of room to learn techniques and become a good player based on your skills instead of just like randomly finding items or getting lucky. It's about how well you can play the game.
You don't want to just rely on luck.
Yeah, I like games where you can have like you can become a good player because you put the time in and you're a smart player and you really learn the mechanics of the game. That's the kind of games that I like to play, and I would make a game like that, I think. But how about you, Christa? What would you make?
Well, I like World of Warcraft, right? So I like these, like the quests where you can go on quests with your teammates. There's that too. And I recently actually looked into this other game called Monster Hunter. They just had a new release. Yeah. And the characters are so cute. Yes. I would hope to make a cute game. With where I can play with my teammates and with like probably magical creatures. Yes.
And be cute teammates together.
Yes. That would be great. Yes.
That sounds cool. Going on a adventure with cute teammates and saving the world or whatever.
Right. Saving people, saving the world. Yeah. Be the hero.
Being the heroes.
Be the champion.
The champions.
Yes.
That sounds pretty cool. So after you get your idea for your game planned out, the next thing that programmers have to do is start coding. Coding is like giving the computer instructions on what it should do.
Right. And at the same time, artists draw the characters and environments. They choose colors and create visuals to bring the game to life. Sound designers add music and sound effects.
And for 3D games like Fortnite and World of Warcraft, like we've been talking about, artists also need to create some realistic 3D models. And a model, that's just how an object from the real world is represented in 3D inside the game. And a little bit more, Fortnite's visuals are bright and exciting. And World of Warcraft feels kind of magical, whimsical, and adventurous.
Right. And sounds and music really help you feel like you're in the game. Can you imagine playing Fortnite without sound effects?
Oh, no.
Yeah, me neither.
There's been even like the original, the OG, like we would say, the original menu music from when Fortnite first was becoming popular. Yeah, and that's just like brilliant design from the people who made it. Just really brings.
Sometimes they have this epic music.
Epic music, yeah,
Yes.
and that's just perfect design.
Right. Yeah, it helps you to, how do you say, immerse in the game environment.
Absolutely, and the immersion, like the way that maybe some of the characters are moving, like the animators, how they make everything look so cool,
Yes.
realistic, and
Yes.
natural. The jumping, the running, looks like real life. Man, it must be a lot of work.
And we also have animators. Animators make characters move naturally. Jumping or running needs to look realistic and smooth. It's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, my goodness, yeah. The work that they put in to make the game so realistic and so immersive, it's just incredible. Like, and you think about the characters. What in World of Warcraft, do they have anything about the characters, about customizing the characters?
They basically use the same module. They use the same module, but some races, they are smaller. But they basically move the same way.
Smaller.
Yeah, because different races. Yeah.
Can you customize to make the height
No.
any different?
No, not that detailed customization, PT. But you can customize on the appearance.
Oh, the appearance. Okay.
Yeah, and like your eyes, and then the ears. Yeah, and then some accessories.
If I want elephant ears, can I have huge elephant ears like that?
No, not so many to choose from.
That's too bad.
Yeah. So some games let players customize their characters or build their own homes. We used to have that. Designers and coders collaborate to make all these features possible.
Wow.
We used to have a kind of home-like base that we can go back to.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
you could customize that.
A little bit.
Wow,
Yeah.
that must have been a lot of coding to make that possible feature in the game.
I think so.
Wow. Big games like World of Warcraft and Fortnite surely take many years to complete, and developers are like we've been talking about before, developers are always adding new content over time.
Yeah, new stories and everything.
So next up, let's talk about testing and fixing some bugs. So once a game is almost finished, they have some people called testers, game testers, who help to find bugs, which are actually mistakes or problem in the game.
Yeah, and some bugs can be really funny. Like in the game I play, World of Warcraft, the most frequent bugs I run into be the flying on the mount. When I make a quick turn, I can get disconnected from the game. That still happens, even now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That seems,
And then, how about your game?
My game? Yeah, my game has got its fair share of bugs as well. Honestly, too many to even remember.
Yeah, there are actually many bugs, yes.
Oh, there's so many. There's a mountain of bugs. A bug. It's like yeah. But one that kind of jumps out to me immediately was if you used to be able to take a boat. You would drive the boat, and you would drive it off of the waterfall in a certain way. I don't even remember how to do it. But you would drive the boat off the waterfall, and then the boat would just keep driving across the air at the same height as the waterfall.
When it was supposed to
Fall
and
down
sink.
and fall down to the lower level of the waterfall, down below. But for some reason,
kept going.
it just kept going, and your boat became an airplane. So that was
Magic there.
There was a lot of magic back in that time in Fortnite.
Actually bugs, so yeah.
Very memorable time.
Okay. And then the testers can report these bugs to the programmer. Programmers are the people who fix the bugs.
Who do their best to fix the bugs. I remember those boats were flying for a good length of time. But yeah, testing is really important. There's lots of things you gotta test out. Just gotta test every little detail of the game and really make sure that everything works like it should.
They might test the same part many times to make sure it's perfect.
And then once finally, fingers crossed, all those bugs are fixed, then the game is finally ready for everyone to play. But still, later, the team usually will update the game if some new bugs are discovered or they want to add some more content to the game.
Oh, so that actually these are the half-fix we were talking about, right?
Yes.
So after finishing one game, developers already start thinking about the next one, beginning the whole process again.
So making games is a huge job. One person can't do everything alone. It takes a team.
Absolutely. Teams include artists, programmers, writers, sound designers, and testers who all work together.
And this group of people all working together, teamwork is essential. Teamwork makes the dream work, as we might say. The sharing of ideas, solving problems, and collaborating together really makes the game just that much better.
So they work together by holding meetings regularly to discuss progress and check if everything's on track.
And if somebody comes up with a new idea, the team can really quickly just test that idea out and see if it works. It's good to have, what's the sentence? 2 minds is better than 1.
Yes. Working together not only makes the game better, but also makes the process more enjoyable.
Absolutely. And some teams can really have an enjoyable time working together in an office together. You can see each other face to face, and you have that kind of human aspect. But other teams, especially after the COVID period of time, it's kind of also common to collaborate remotely online using some kind of like messaging apps or video calls to work together.
And everyone has their specific roles, but they support each other along the way.
Yeah, and so important. That's to have everyone working together. Creating games takes so many people, so much creativity, so much teamwork. From the first idea to the final game, everyone brings their little small part to the greater puzzle.
Now let's look at some words from this episode. Number 1.
Designer.
设计师.
The game designer made a fun racing game.
Number 2.
Programmer.
Example, the programmer fixed a bug in the game. Number 3.
Bug.
错误.
There was a bug that made the player walk through walls.
Here's our question of the day.
What kind of game would you make? What can players do in it?
I would probably make a magic adventure game. Players can fly, do some magic, and cast spells.
So, when you're thinking of your answer, you can refer to episode 6 to review what types of online games there are. Alright guys, that's it for today. Now you know more about how video games are made. Remember to send in your worksheet answers using the Google form. You might win a prize. Please visit the Taoyuan ETRC Facebook page or website for more details.
欢迎各位投稿学习单，每集说明栏都有 Google 表单连结，投稿一次就有一次抽奖机会，希望大家踊跃参加。Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy this episode. See you next time.
Bye-bye. Bye.